Imagine this for a moment. In parts of rural Japan and Sardinia, it's common to see adults in their 70s walking to local markets, climbing hills and carrying groceries without assistance. Meanwhile, in many modern countries, people begin to feel unstable, weak, or fearful of falling just a few years after retirement. Same human biology, very different outcomes. Here's the uncomfortable truth. After age 60, it's often not aging itself that causes decline. It's the habits we believe are healthy that quietly start working against us. According to a large analysis published in The Lancet, mobility limitation is now one of the strongest predictors of loss of independence after age 65, even more than heart disease. Nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60 will experience a fall-related injury. And many of those falls are linked to well-intentioned lifestyle habits that were once helpful, but are no longer appropriate for an aging body. Today, I want to walk you through 5 common healthy habits that can actually harm you after 60 if they're not adjusted. We'll go from the least damaging to the most important to change. And stay with me to the end, because the final habit may be the single biggest factor determining whether you stay independent in your 70s and beyond. Let's begin. Number 5 on the list is relying on long daily walks as your main form of exercise. Walking is excellent. It improves circulation, supports heart health, and helps with mood. But biologically, walking alone does very little to preserve muscle mass, especially in the legs. After age 60, we lose muscle at a rate of about 1 to 2% per year, a process called sarcopenia. The muscles most affected are the quadriceps, glutes, and hip stabilizers, which are exactly the muscles that prevent falls. A study from the University of Alabama at Birmingham compared older adults who walked daily with those who performed simple resistance-based leg exercises twice per week. After 12 weeks, the walking-only group showed almost no improvement in leg strength, while the resistance group improved lower body strength by 28% and balance scores by 22%. The instruction here is simple. Keep walking, but stop using it as your only form of movement. 2 to 3 days per week, add sit-to-a-stand exercises from a chair, wall-supported squats, or step-backs holding onto a counter. Even 5 to 10 minutes can stimulate muscle fibers that walking does not. From a safety standpoint, start slow, use support. Focus on controlled movement, not speed. If your legs feel slightly tired but not shaky, you're doing it right. Walking keeps you alive. Strength keeps you independent. Number 4 is avoiding protein because you think it's hard on your kidneys. This belief is extremely common and very outdated. Biologically, older adults actually need more protein per pound of body weight than younger adults to maintain muscle. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to small amounts of protein, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. Research from McMaster University showed that adults over 65 required nearly 30% more protein per meal to stimulate the same muscle-building response as younger adults. In another study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who consumed at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight had significantly better leg strength and walking speed than those consuming less than 0.8 grams. For most healthy older adults without advanced kidney disease, moderate protein intake is safe and beneficial. The practical instruction is to include a clear protein source at each meal. This could be eggs, yogurt, fish, lentils, chicken, or cottage cheese. Aim for a palm-sized portion, not a massive serving. Progress slowly if you've been eating very little protein. Spread it across meals instead of loading it all at dinner. And if you do have known kidney disease, this is a conversation to have with your physician, not a reason to fear protein altogether. Number 3 is stretching excessively while neglecting strength. Stretching feels good, reduces stiffness, and can temporarily improve range of motion. But biologically, flexibility without strength creates unstable joints. After 60, ligaments and tendons become less elastic, and muscles are the primary structures protecting your joints. A study from the University of Sydney followed older adults who performed daily stretching routines without strength training. After 6 months, flexibility improved, but balance did not. In fact, fall risks slightly increased. In contrast, a group that focused on controlled strength through range of motion improved balance by 19% and reported fewer near falls. The instruction here is to treat stretching as a supplement, not a foundation. Instead of long passive stretches, move your joints through comfortable ranges while under light load. For example, slow heel raises, controlled leg lifts, or gentle lunges, holding onto a chair. For safety, never stretch to pain. Mild tension is enough. Always prioritize strength before flexibility. Strong muscles create safe movement. Loose joints without strength invite injury. Number 2 is resting more when you feel weak or tired. This habit is deeply understandable. Fatigue increases with age, and rest feels protective. But biologically, excessive rest accelerates decline.
Muscles, bones, and even the nervous system adapt to inactivity very quickly.
A landmark study from Johns Hopkins University found that just 10 days of reduced activity in older adults led to measurable losses in leg strength and insulin sensitivity. Another study in JAMA showed that seniors who limited daily movement due to fear of fatigue lost functional ability nearly twice as fast as those who continued gentle daily activity. The instruction here is not to push through exhaustion, but to distinguish between pain and deconditioning. If movement feels hard but not painful, that is often a sign that your body needs more stimulation, not less. Short, frequent bouts of movement throughout the day are far more effective than long rest periods. Safety matters. Break activity into small pieces. Stand up every 30 to 60 minutes. Walk for 2 minutes. Do 5 chair stands. Then rest. This approach trains endurance without overwhelming your system. And now, the most important habit of all. Number 1 is believing that balance loss is a normal, unavoidable part of aging. This belief is devastating because it leads people to accept decline instead of addressing it. Biologically, balance is a trainable skill at any age. It depends on muscle strength, joint position sense, vision, and reaction time. All of these systems respond to targeted practice. A powerful study from the University of Otago in New Zealand followed adults aged 70 to 85 who performed simple balance and strength exercises at home. After 1 year, fall rates dropped by 35%. More importantly, participants reported greater confidence walking outside, climbing stairs, and living alone. The instruction here is gentle but life-changing. Practice balance daily in safe ways. Stand on one foot while holding a counter. Walk heeled two-toe down a hallway. Shift weights slowly from side to side. These movements retrain the nervous system to respond quickly and confidently. Safety is non-negotiable. Always have support within reach. Do these exercises near a wall or sturdy surface. Progress only when you feel stable. Confidence grows from safety, not risk. This final habit matters because balance is not just physical, it's psychological. When balance improves, fear decreases. When fear decreases, movement increases. And movement is what preserves independence. I've seen patients in their 70s go from avoiding stairs to carrying laundry again. Not because they reversed aging, but because they stopped accepting harmful assumptions. Independence is not about doing extreme workouts or following perfect diets. It's about making small, evidence-based adjustments that respect how the body changes after 60. If you found this helpful, I'd love to hear from you. In the comments, share your age and which habit surprised you the most. Or tell us what changes you've already made to protect your strength and balance. Your experience may help someone else stay independent a little longer. And remember, aging is inevitable. Losing dignity, confidence, and mobility is not.